On this episode, we're serving up a picture-perfect platter.
Yes.
Check this out. There's one guy who makes the streets of Nairobi look amazing thanks to his awesome graffiti. His name is Bankslave. You've seen the signature on the walls. Now get ready to meet the man.
And speaking of signature, when it comes to professional and of course nature photography, Sebastian Wanzalla has his own signature, and I'm about to have a chat with him.
With more than 16 years in the making of his graffiti expression across the city of Nairobi, Bankslave's graffiti is a Kenyan signature all on its own, winning him the title Founding Father of Kenyan Graffiti by CNN. His work is symbolic of personalities, places, and particular events. Hey yo, the man himself, Bankslave.
Yeah, what's good?
I am so glad to finally meet you,
Yeah,
bro.
man, it's all good, man.
I have seen amazing works.
Man? Easy.
Good to finally meet you.
Thanks, bro, I appreciate it.
So, first thing that I want to get off is Bankslave.
Yes.
Okay, the name itself. In my head, I've always told myself, it must be because, I mean, he's an artist, so maybe he used to work in a bank and he felt like he was a slave and just couldn't do it. Is that how the name came about?
Partly, you know, I didn't work in no bank, but it's just like the mentality that we have, you know, like we're all victims of this capitalist system, you know.
Oh,
like,
of course, yeah.
So Bankslave is derived from that, you know, and it's all coined out of the hustle, you know. I've been, you know, hustling for a while, you know, and finding my way. Bankslave is the name that fits what I'm doing, and, you know, of course, the work also is more of what pushes the name as well.
Because you're making bank.
Yes, of course.
Thanks to your amazing work. And you know what? I love the fact that you are celebrated all over Africa. Street graffiti king.
Thanks, man.
Up in here. Now,
Yeah.
the first time I encountered you, not obviously like this, was through, I went for an event and you were tasked with painting a mural, right? But the event, the catch was you had to start it when the event started, and by the time it was done, you were supposed to have finished.
All right.
And you pretty much like did the whole thing.
Yeah.
I was like, how do you get to a point where you can take on such a challenge and successfully complete it?
I guess it's been years, man. It's now 20 years since I've been...
20?
Yeah, 20 years since I started doing my graffiti, you know. So, you know, I've been painting also in the streets. So the streets help you when you're painting in the night. You have to be done by a piece in 10 minutes. Like a huge, massive piece, like a 4 meter by 3 meter piece, done by, say, 20 minutes in the night. So that kind of like helps me, you know, calculate my time. You know, if I'm doing like a live performance, I can do one piece in 20 minutes and that's it, you know. So it's the street that has helped me, you know, like do massive pieces real quick. The
street gave you credibility.
Yeah, and you know, it's been years within the game. So I have like, you know, at least a blueprint of how I would work on things really fast.
And because of this, you have been to so many. You've transformed so many spaces.
Yeah.
What are some of your favorite ones? Like, I know you've been all around Africa, bro.
Sheesh, man, I've been all around. Yeah. I don't know, man. I have like all my pieces are my favorites. I can't say that this is my favorite.
Good answer.
And because all of them have their own story. And you know, I love doing restaurants because people go there to just like have this Instagrammable photos within
I saw one in a coffee shop.
Yeah, that's Tomoka, which is the latest one that I did.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Like the restaurants are really applauding my art, you know, and supporting the graffiti arts, the graffiti murals, you know, and at least it's something different from what you've been seeing like every day. So
not just the occasional wall hanging.
Not the occasional
here,
wall
there.
hangings, and printouts,
I really love the fact that like each of them is very, very different. Like you go to this spot that you've done some work on, it's dope. You go to another one and it's still dope. And it's your, do you have like a signature?
Yeah. Sometimes, you know, the signature bit about it is just African. You know, I just try to bring elements of Africa wherever I go, I research on something that's really new and authentic, and you haven't seen this thing anywhere else. So I try to put that in my pieces so that, you know, everyone has their own story and their own, you know, path, you know, so that nobody says, oh, you've done the same as you've done somewhere else.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, good thinking. Doing research is super important.
Of course, yeah.
Let me ask you something, because I saw this piece. I saw this piece that you did on police brutality.
Yes.
Yeah, so it got me thinking, like, what do you feel is this place for graffiti art as a form of protest?
Yeah. So graffiti is a rebellious art. It's a rebel art. You know, it's you know. Yesterday that wall didn't have an artwork. Today it has a piece over there. You don't know what happened. It's a strong message. It is a strong message.
Something about you that I found really interesting is you identify as a healer.
Yeah.
Right. So, is that your intention through your art? Is it to, you know, provide healing in some sort? And how exactly have you seen that happen?
So, you know, art heals, you know, the combination of colors as well. It has its own psychological way of, you know, just like calming the nerves down. You know, when you see a nice piece, you know, it just draws you away, and then you just like, you know, you just wanna chill and just look at the art piece for a while because of the colors, because of the rhythm, because of all the principles of art that there's in there, you know, the harmony, all that, you know, because of this art piece that you feel that it's beautiful. It calms you down, it's therapeutical.
Yes.
So that kind of feel about it is what is very, very powerful. And, you know, we use that psychological bit about it to, you know, just heal the masses, you know, because everything else is out there is just a chaos.
It's chaos out here in the world.
Yeah, this art piece just like calms you down. Yeah.
There are two words that scare a lot of Nairobians, myself included. Nairobi fly. I hear that, I just start getting itchy. You're itching, right? Exactly. But you took Nairobi fly and you made it Nairobi fly.
Yeah, of course. So people say Nairobi fly. And then, you know, I saw that, I was like, okay, man, we can use that. Nobody's using that. So I was like, yeah, this is a good way just to merchandise with it. And this is just a sub thing that I do by the side. Because this is going to be a story about it. And, you know, my tags also, I do like some tags. Ooh. This is like one of the tags over there.
Yeah.
So the tag always carries like a story about the Nairobi fly.
Dope.
Yeah. So I have that tag, and then I have like another tag that I add over there, like prints of my work. So you can always hang them or just place them somewhere in your house if you want like some artworks from me, like some prints and whatever. And then you follow me on my my page, and you know. That's
get
where
you some of this Nairobi fly, man, and then you'll get more of this guy's art stuff. That's cool.
Yeah, man.
Learning new things. I love it. Because you've got such great skill and you learned it over the years, and you had the advantage of getting good support from a young age. Do you have plans, or do you do workshops and try mentoring?
Yes, I do. I do mentor a lot of artists, and sometimes I'm having this space, you know, just inviting artists over. I'm you know, planning to do a podcast about, you know, graffiti art in Kenya and you know, the world around, you know, just inviting other artists around Nairobi and around Africa, just to speak about what is, you know, how we've started with it, you know, and how we are going with it, and, you know, just bringing out other artists who people don't know. Only people know Bankslave, but also there are other artists out here who are really dope at their work, and I want to highlight that as well.
Man, that's awesome.
Yeah.
We need to do more of that.
Yeah, and then to add on to that, you know, like the workshops over here, I have sessions as well, sometimes like in 2 months' time. You know, I always post that on my website. So people going to my website, they know when there's going to be another workshop for Bankslave, yeah.
Damn, I should probably come through for one of those and, you know, learn a thing or two.
Yeah.
Before I leave you, I was curious.
Yeah.
Could I do like a small thing? Would it be messing up your thing if I...
It won't mess it.
I can like...
Yeah.
I've never done it before, just so you know.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
I'm about to do this. Any color.
What you wanna do?
I was thinking of a love heart, because you know.
All right, go for it.
Oh man, let's get this right. Let's get this right.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Not so bad. Not so bad.
Not too bad.
Yeah.
It looks
so
like
bad.
a love heart and an apple.
Yeah.
A little bit. So let's just make it an apple and call it was an apple.
It's all right.
That's what I was doing, man. Bank Slave, bro.
Yeah, man.
Great talent. Keep it
man.
up. I am gonna have some. Can I go with this?
Yeah, go for it.
Nice. I'm gonna go paint the Nairobi city with this.
Okay.
Cheers, bro.
Cheers, bro. Appreciate it.
If this is the first time you're finding out about Bank Slave and his amazing works, oh my God, you are so welcome. And because the guys at What's Good Africa are all about sharing, JMO and Charlie Slim, the Shangtok crew, they're on the streets right now checking out Bank Slave's works. So let's go.
Wagwan jeshi James Gishuru hapa.
Na jina hasa hapa ni Charlie Slim.
Aha, na hii ni jeshi ya Shangtok. And today tumedecide tutakuwa tuna hit the streets.
Kuchambua more about the graffiti culture.
Aha, let's do this. Nadai kujua opinion yako about hizi graffiti zinapigwa mtaani.
First, kuzitagi graffiti.
Aha.
Graffiti ni jina illegal ukiangalia kwa dictionary.
Aha.
Murals.
Mnazita murals. Muhimu sana hapo umetuelimisha.
Graffiti na tubamba. Si tulipiga agency na sasa tunapenda art. Tunapenda art na tunasupport pia vijana wa mtaa. Tunajua ni talent ya maboy wa mtaa.
Zina communicate, zina send information.
Umeona hii art imeimpactaje community kwa around hapa? Unaona message ina communicate hapo, ni message ina impact kila mtu hapa. Maybe imeaffectaje community?
Unajua art ni art. So art iko kwa art zetu. Unaona hadi hiyo graffiti zote ziko na message. Unaona hadi hii time ya corona, unaona kuna mtoi amevaa mask na madhaki amewabeba, yani kuna venye tu message inaleta. So inalingana venye una reflect na venye ota interpret.
So history ya police brutality imekuwa sana, kumekuwa na extrajudicial killing. So mavijana wamekuwa kiwa harassed sana. So tukaona ni poa pia tuweze kusend hii message kwa through graffiti ndio iweze kufikia pia makarao, kwa sababu pia hao wataona pia sisi hatutaki noma nao, inataka tuishi na peace na tuishi pamoja tu kama mama bro.
Zinatumika kupass information na ku-enlighten community.
Mamiroska gani hivi za kupass information ziko hood?
Mta ukizunguka utaona kuna za vamas, kuna end police brutality, kuna crime si poa, nyingi tu ni kibao.
Wazi. Aye wazito ndio tunakamalizia hii mtaa.
Na imekuwa such an eye opener kuna venye graffiti inatumika kupass the message hapa mtaa.
Jo story muhimu sana. Jina hapa imekuwa ni James Gishuru.
Na mimi ni Charlie Slim.
Until next time.
Kang.
Kaeni rada.
Sebastian is known not only for the quality of his artistry in photography, but also for always aspiring to higher heights. Having been given an opportunity by the late Safaricom CEO Bob Collymore to explore his talent, he held back nothing and now revels in being one of the top photographers in the country.
Hey.
How are you?
Karibu. I am well. How have you been?
Niko salama sana. I am doing great. And sorry if I took a bit long. I was in makeup, but then I'm here now.
It's understandable. I mean, we need you.
Of course, on point.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's what I was looking for.
And you know, I had to come on point because, man, you know, there's a signature to your style. So I said I have to come looking on point so that I capture, or rather get the aura of Sebastian Wanzalla's pics. So I hope I came correct. I believe I did come correct.
Yeah. I mean, what I believe in is when it comes to creating, it's more like a partnership between, you know, the subject and the person who's actually trying to create.
Yeah.
So our energies it'll be amazing if our energy just morphed and, you know, we end up creating something that's amazing.
I get you.
Something that we can look at later and say, wow, this was beautiful.
Most definitely, and I love it because I see like, your pictures have a story and a signature. So I saw that and I said, I have to get, some good pics in with Sebastian because they have a story, and I love looking at a picture and seeing a story in it. So I am here and respect to that.
I am grateful for considering me.
But for now, before we get deeper into this, so I want to ask you a couple of questions as we do this. How do you want us to collaborate on these pictures?
What I've thought about is what I'd call very simple beauty shots.
Okay.
Something that, someone will look at and they'll see your soul or something like that. Or I get close to your soul.
Hey.
Yeah. So it has a lot to do.
That's a challenge, man.
It has a lot to do with angles, it has a lot to do with lighting, it has a lot to do with how you look into the camera, if you're looking away,
Okay.
what are your thoughts behind whatever you're trying to do.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's do that. Just give me a sec, let me switch my lens and then we get going.
Sawa. All right.
Fantastic. All right, cool.
Yeah.
So now I need you to just slightly look at my shoulder over here.
Okay.
Yeah, good.
All right.
Be easy. Cool.
Do I smile or no smiling?
Now let's go with a pensive look for now.
Okay.
Okay, that's good. On this side, yeah, good. It's really good.
Still there?
Cool. Okay. Yep. Keep
Good.
All right, cool.
Cool. But listen, every photograph has a signature. And I noticed, like I said before, your pictures are scenic and you're big on lighting. And like you said, you like to capture someone from their soul, or rather capture them in the picture. How did you know that was your style? That was your thing, rather?
To be honest, that's a really broad question. And I'm one of those guys who I get bored really fast.
Okay.
Yeah. In my bag, like I have all these lighting tricks that I can use depending on, my mood, depending on the subject, depending on how dark are you, depending on, what kind of light is available. So I wouldn't say it's a style. It's just the best way. I've learned a couple of tricks here and there to produce work that will make my subject pop using either natural light or artificial lighting.
Okay. And I know you've loved art since you were a child. And as you grow older, we all lose our childhood freeness, the active spirit, and then we become this person. Like, right now, I'm sure you have a side to you that we don't know, we all do. And then there's you, Sebastian, the cool suave guy, behind the lens, in front of the lens, and all that. What's that to you? How do you retain that in your work?
Art has always been in our family. My dad was an amazing fine artist.
Okay.
Fine art artist, and he just never got to fully put his work out there. So I can remember the one time I vividly used that in my work was when I was on assignment for Capture Kenya, the Safaricom calendar.
I remember that.
Which is a really huge opportunity that the late Bob Collymore gave to Kenyan photographers.
Dude, we have old stories, like amazing stuff with that guy.
I always try as much as I can to mention that every time I get an opportunity, because I don't think I would be here if it were not for that opportunity.
But like you mentioned something very important, and I don't think some people are blessed enough to translate a vision from a past or something that they've always wanted to do or be. So, and this is what I always love to ask: how do you make sure you maintain that as you go?
To be honest, it's just the zeal, the need to always create better. I wake up every morning and I feel like, yesterday we did something, but today we can do better. So that moves me every other day. Yes, there's all those things that influence my life way back to a point where I am right now, but every other day I look for inspiration. I think about how I'm going to perfect my art better, because I feel like if you showed me my work 2 years ago, I still feel like, that was good, but now we can do better.
I know that feeling.
I am trying to push my craft to a point where I can actually reach the global market. Yes, because I need to send my portfolio to South Africa. It needs to look and match the creatives who are in South Africa. Let me give it a small spin. I took some really good images of Kipchirchir the Great one of the most humble.
We've seen it.
One of the most humble men I've met out there.
Yeah.
He's so humble that it just brings you down, and you're like, you know what? You would want to be like him someday.
Yeah.
But with that said, I've also produced super amazing work from people who are not famous. People who are just, you know, regular day people in the village, in Samburu, in Turkana. I believe the respect should just come to you as a man. Who are you?
Nice. So what's your legacy?
What's my legacy? I believe being in such a platform, there's that responsibility, like what have you done for, you know, the future generations and all. But then, in regards to my craft, I know I influence so many young creatives. I know that because I get messages, I get phone calls, I get, you know, I meet them in the streets, they're like, hey, I've been watching your work for, I don't know, 10 years.
Tunakuonanga pia Twitter, Sebastian. Tunakucheki.
Yeah. I mean, I've been told super humbling stories where they're like, hey, you made me pick up a camera one day and now I'm actually earning a living out of it.
Nice. And I appreciate that. And I feel like I got to know more, you know, about the man behind the lens, because I feel like that's you. Like everything you said is just you. I don't feel like I could have gotten it any other way. But before we end, I think we can end up, you know, with some cool pictures as we wind up. So I feel more free, chill to this conversation. So I'm ready to be amused.
All right, good. All right, cool. So now I'm going to switch the backgrounds and maybe try and create some more images there.
Oh, awesome.
Cool.
Right,
so
I love that
background. It's going to help you talk proper a little bit more.
Awesome.
And we'll stand away from there.
And of course, my whole outfit. Came
cool,
prepared.
Cool. Let's go. Okay.
Right, so I love this setup. I think it's really different.
Yeah, I like it too.
Okay, yeah.
So let me just adjust my light for a minute.
Okay.
Make sure, you know, the light is hitting your perfect side. Okay, just a sec.
All right. Yeah, this really has to be a passion.
Not really. It's just the things that you have to adjust to, learn, do everything, and then till.
How long does it take to get this? Oh, I see. There's the magic.
Yeah, now we have some. See that? Can you see the light now?
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah.
Good. That needs to land on your face.
Behind you.
Very good.
Okay.
Cool. Perfect. Okay. In 1, 2, go. Good. Yep, that's it. Perfect. Good. All right.
Yay!
Good.
That was awesome.
We were able to create some really dope images within this session.
No, I think this was lovely, and I'm happy that...
We're gonna do more. The more you do them, the more comfortable you are, the more you can play around with light.
Okay. I think we should do this, and I'm happy. I'm happy I got to, you know, meet you today and do this, because like I said, there's a particular swag and you're like, you bring it. So thank you so much. This has been dope. Sasa, thank you so much. Cool.
See you next time you're here.
For sure.
Cool.
All right, okay. One thing about Sebastian is that he makes sure his work meets world-class standards, and he does not compromise about it.
The thing for me when it comes to Bank Slave, it is the commitment, it is the dedication to improving on your craft daily.
Exactly, and when it comes to Sebastian Wanzalla, the thing for me is you cannot compromise on the quality of photography.
Absolutely, that's what's up, and we'll catch you in the next episode of What's Good Africa.
Kenya edition 2.